There we go. Okay, so I'll just do a quick introduction. We've got Philippa here with us today, talking about what's next after being through the Launch You program. So Philippa has gone through all the modules, and we're just going to have a quick chat about kind of what's next and how to make the most of that investment, really, I suppose.
Yeah, thanks, Jenny, for your time today. I guess I'm like a lot of people. I'm really, really excited. And I'm now at the step where I want to launch myself into sort of the big outside. So I had some questions for you, which I thought you might be able to help me with because you've been down this route already. So I've done all the modules for the Launch You program, which have been really, really helpful, very overwhelming, and I'm going to go back and revisit them.
Yeah.
And I've set up my website. I've become a brand ambassador for the Launch You program. And now I'm at this point where it's, well, what do I do now? Because I can see there's all these options about Facebook ads and Google ads. So I wanted to ask you, as you've been doing this a while, when you first started, roll back until that time, what was the first thing you did when you finished the Launch You program? I mean, how did you then move forward to that next step of getting yourself out there?
Yeah, it's a bit difficult because I've actually been in the community for such a long time. I didn't come in through Launch You. The company used to be called something else, and the program was something different, although the same but different. There were still modules to work through, and there were still things to do. But I guess because I did it, as you know, did invest in gold straight away, I sort of went through that and then jumped straight into the coaching calls and the rest of it. But I think if as far as if Launch You is where you are just now, it's very hard to sort of necessarily talk about my experience because it's going to be quite different than perhaps what you've got available to you. But really, I would say that after Launch You, it's just a case of getting into the one of the best resources with Launch You is the access to LinkedIn Learning. Through Launch You should have, I have gone back through the modules in Launch You, but not kind of with a different kind of spin on it, if you like, because I already had built my website, I already had things ready to go. But I think when you've got your website and you do say you want to be an affiliate for Launch You, is that going to be your main business model for the time being?
No, I want to start off being an affiliate with
Mm-hmm.
Launch You, but I want to build my brand, as it were, through my website, and then maybe set up another website where I'll be, helping other women build online businesses. So I thought the best way to start would be with the affiliate program with Launch You to get my feet wet and just put a campaign together in some way to start building my list. So that
Okay.
really, I guess, is my question is I want to start building my list. I know that I need to do a campaign. Do I do the Google ads, which I hear is quite, can be quite costly? Do I go through Facebook or something else?
Okay. I think talking about my experience is a bit awkward because I did the gold, and then things really kicked off when I invested in Ignite. And that's kind of what got me into the article that I've written now and the Google ads that I've put behind it and the success I'm having right now. And success really comes, and what I've learned from that experience, and I'll try and sort of, talk you through that today, is that success comes from one good ad. And for some people, and over the years, I've done YouTube ads, I've done Facebook ads, I've played with all sorts of things. I was never able to find my voice properly with any of those things. But what I have come to understand is that and my outlook on life is all failing forward. It's all kind of learning more what doesn't work, and learning more about myself, and learning how I like to put myself out there. I love doing videos. I've done a lot of videos for my fitness business, but I found it very difficult to do the videos for Launch You. I don't know why. I just couldn't seem to, especially if you're reading a script. I found it very difficult to get everything, to remember everything I wanted to say, and that might just be my menopause, and get it away in a way that sort of get it across in a way that sounded really genuine. So through Ignite, I did the article writing challenge. And you don't necessarily need to be a member of Ignite to have success. But so basically, when it comes to marketing, so you're gonna launch an affiliate ad via YouTube or Facebook or Google. The good thing about YouTube is it uses the Google ad platform. So Facebook is its own ad platform, so you kind of have to learn that independently. Whereas Google is, Google Ads, blog posts and things, or YouTube as well. So it's all on the same platform, which does make life a little bit easier. Now, as Launchpad, you do have access to the YouTube training that was done last year, which I was a part of. Absolutely brilliant. Some of the Google Ads platform has changed a little bit since that, but the biggest part of that training is basically setting you up in terms of getting that ad structure right, and your voice and what you're trying to get across, and that what it is, your avatar, who you're speaking to. Have you thought about sort of who you're going to be marketing to?
Oh yes, I've got all my niche market and my avatar, and I've done all of that. I know exactly who I am going to be speaking to. So I've got all of that. It's just I'm at this crossroads now. It's like I want to do it now,
Yeah.
but I don't know whether to, you know, I am not very technical. I have learned a lot of things over the years on social media, and I don't know whether to outsource the Facebook ad or outsource the Google ads and work with somebody to do that, or whether just to try and muddle through and just say, well, I'll have a go. But I understand that with all of these things, it's trial and error. So for you, it will have been very different, as you said, because you did the gold program. You know, I don't have the resources for that, so I have to think outside the box and say, well, okay, I can't do that, at least not right now. So let me be creative in moving myself forward, you know, and launch this campaign. And I think that's just where I'm sitting on the fence, really, is the
So what in terms of an ad itself, I mean, I say I was gold, but actually the success came to me, to be honest, when I really got stuck into Ignite, which obviously is not as expensive as gold, but because that's where I learned the article writing stuff, and that's more like every week is kind of more it's just current is what it is, really. But have you thought about the actual how you like to kind of engage with people? Do you want to write? Because for me, it was writing. That's where I've had my success now. And I'll tell you why I think that's been so successful, is that when you're doing a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad, you are basically interrupting people in what they say. On Facebook, you're interrupting the flow of them catching up on all their buddies, and on YouTube, you're interrupting whatever they've gone to, how to, you know, whatever it is on YouTube that they've kind of typed in, and they're looking at, you know, how to you know, unfreeze your taps or something, or how to poach an egg, and your advert is coming up to them. But actually, for a Google ad, and why you know, I love the article that I've written, is that people are going to Google and they're typing in, what is affiliate marketing? And because that's one of my keywords that I've used in my article and on my ad, my article is coming up in front of them, that I put all the headlines in for, that I put some, you know, catchy little sentences that hopefully will engage people enough to go, oh, I'm going to read this article. And then, so for me, they're a warm audience already, because they already know what affiliate marketing is. They've typed that into the search bar. I'm not hitting someone cold who's looking at something else. They've typed in something to do with affiliate marketing. It's one of my keywords, you know, all the keywords I put in, you know, how to affiliate market, what is affiliate marketing, high ticket affiliate marketing, all the keywords that I've used, and you'll have learned about keywords going through the training, no doubt. That I've typed into Google as my keywords for people for my ad to kick up in front of them. So they're warm and they're reading the article. It's talking about, I mean, my particular article compares affiliate marketing to multi-level marketing, which I've done a lot of in the past. It talks about the pros and cons of each. And I'm being very honest, you know, about my experience with multi-level marketing and my experience with affiliate marketing, and just giving them very honest pros and cons. And by the way, if you want to know more about affiliate marketing, why don't you check out this free training? And that's, you know, and then from the free training, they're clicking the button, they're going to my landing page, and then they're into my Aweber responder, which I'm guessing through the Launch You training, you'll have got all that up and running already.
Yeah. Got all of that up and running. Yeah.
So for me, a Google ad, whether it's a Google search ad and just a bit of text that you then land on a more involved landing page, or you actually write a blog post that someone can have a look at through your ad. For me, I think, and certainly I know Melissa on the leaderboard as well is doing the same. and she's having great success through that blog post. And in fact, all the people who did the blog post challenge back at the start of this year, you know, a lot of people like on the leaderboard just now, because they're the people who you know, are having success with the article writing. So article for me is definitely a winner. Facebook and YouTube, it's again, the likes of Dan and Mitch have got YouTube ads running and Facebook ads running. Mitch is YouTube, Dan is Facebook. So you might want to have a look at sort of what they're doing and perhaps go and check out some of their ads. They are brilliant, and they've really set the tone well, and they're really honing in on their audience. But when I was looking at YouTube ads, I sort of bought all sorts of additional software to make the videos look funky. And but in the end, you know, it comes down to how you're targeting, how you're speaking, how you're coming across, and who it's popping up in front of in the first place. But I think as far as, you know, you've got to have a go at them all. The training says pick one and go with it. And ultimately, once I really focused on the article writing and went with it, that's where I've had success. I fannied around with YouTube and I fannied around with Facebook. If I'm honest, I didn't really commit. And I think a big part of that as well is the financial part of it as well, because I got scared with YouTube. I think I spent a couple of £100, didn't really get much from it, and got scared and ran away because I didn't have a couple of £100 to throw at marketing. What I did with and I did the same with Facebook as well. And so I kind of did a bit here and did a bit there, didn't have success and kind of ran away, rather than sort of focusing on one and keep learning and keep going with it, which is kind of where I've been with the article, because I had success quite early on. But I did do different articles. I did have to change lots of things. I did have to tweak things. To be fair, you know, that's where the coaches come in, because I couldn't have done it without you know, Martin's help, for example, because, you know, he would look straight in at my dashboard and go, well, have you tried this? You could do with that. That needs to stop. You need to carry on with that. Which, you know, I did make a lot of sacrifices to do the gold thing, because that's what I wanted to do. But I think at the moment, if YouTube is something you really want to do, then go back through the old YouTube challenge, have a look at that. Caroline is brilliant with the training. And also jump into the LinkedIn Learning, because there's some incredible courses on there. I learned all the Facebook stuff I did through the LinkedIn Learning courses. Sorry, I feel like I've been on transmit a lot there.
No, that's good. I mean, I was very tempted with the Google, going down the Google ads route. I think what my thoughts were or are is that, because Stuart Ross has said in his training, it's an expensive way to go, and I think that was a bit of a flag. You know, if you're going to do something, start something a bit simpler that's more cost effective. But I think until I explore, as you said, all these different types of campaigns and see what fits, you know, that then, you know, till I've dipped my toe in the ocean, I won't really know.
You've got to be playing to learn. You know, you've got to be having a go to learn. Absolutely. Yeah. But the thing is, I think that can be a little bit confusing, what Stuart said there about Google ads, because it's definitely, I mean, I found YouTube more expensive because I'm up in front of a cold audience, whereas Google's cheaper because they're a warmer audience and they're more engaged with the content. Yeah. But you do start, like literally my Google ads started at £1 a day. I think the biggest mindset thing for me as well, when I decided to kind of, because I was gold years ago and I fannied around, I had stuff going on with the house, I got stuff with my life, and for 3 years I really just didn't make the most of it. My gold kind of lapsed after I'd had my calls, and it wasn't until I re-engaged at the start of this year, you know, with Ignite and the article challenge and all the rest of it, that things started to kick off again. And I've since repurchased the coaches support. But I think where was I leading to say with that? Oh yeah, well, I think what you've got to what I really struggle with is, once I paid all this money and I thought, you know, right, I'm going to have success because I bought gold and I've done all this stuff and I followed the training and I'm learning, but because I'd left myself with absolutely zero to market with. And so I was concentrating on organic strategies, which require you to put yourself out there daily, several times a day, you know, writing articles, getting on, you know, YouTube or Facebook or whatever. That takes real commitment. And so I was trying to do that whilst trying to renovate this property that we're in, and that's why I didn't really have any success at all. So when I decided to go down this sort of paid route, I knew that I needed some money, so I went out and I did some freelance work, actually, using the skills that I'd learned through this process. I managed to get a freelance job, and literally everything I earned, I was, you know, sticking a huge percentage of away in a pot, thinking, right, that's going to be my marketing budget. And I saved £600 in that, and I thought, right, if I lose that, the mindset was, it's not lost, it's invested in learning what doesn't work. You know, but I was prepared, and you know, coming from a position of really struggling with money and really, you know, being in a very low place, that £600 just seemed like the world, even though I'd say invested in gold.
Yeah.
And I put my hand up, I'm still actually paying that gold loan all these years later, but it's such a low interest rate, it's not worth actually paying it off right now. I'm just leaving it ticking away, but I'm still, you know, that's still there. But yeah, the mindset was, and literally every time I wanted to buy myself something when I was out shopping, I was like, nope, that's going, you know, £3 on a coffee, nope, that's going in my marketing budget. You know, new pair of shoes, nope, that's going in my marketing budget. Bottle of wine, no, that's going in my marketing budget. Until I'd sort of saved that money, and it was like, right, that money can be lost. And I think that perseverance, when I decided that the article writing was for me, that like, okay, let's start on a £5 a day. And the options are, when you go through this, is you, especially with Google, is you have the option to go for a global audience, or a what they call tier 1 audience, which is like the UK, America, Canada, Australia, you know, all those kind of westernized kind of countries, if you like. A lot of people pay, you know, less than £1 a day, but they hit tier 3, you know, sort of the African nations and all other sorts of, you know, sort of a demographic that really can't afford it, to be honest. And they get lots of sign up, but they get such a low, a huge volume of sign-ups, but a very low volume of people actually, you know, buying any of the bigger programs. But they learn a lot through that. So, but for me, I was just like, I'm not even going to bother with that, because I also heard from Caroline, and I had experienced it myself a little bit when I tinkered with tier 3 for a while, was you start getting emails from people sort of saying, oh, hello, I'm really poor, will you pay for me and I'll pay you back? And it breaks my heart. It absolutely breaks my heart. But you know, and you get so many a day, and you get so many people begging, and so I've got enough heartache to deal with in my family. I can't deal with this. So I went straight for tier 1. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go in, I'm going to start at a £5 a day, I'm going to go tier 1 only, UK only. And then as it started to pick up, like every couple of weeks, I'd put another couple of quid on it a day. Then when I got to, you know, a good level, I extended it out to America, then I hit Canada, and then Australia. And that's now, so, you know, since I launched that article in March, it's still the only ad I've got running. All I've done every month is stick a couple of extra quid behind it. And I'm still just targeting the UK, Canada, Australia, and America. And that's now.
And that sounds amazing. You know, fantastic. Well done. You know, because obviously you've found what works for you. Did you, when you started to put that out there, Jenny, did you get results fairly quickly, or was it like a work in process, or was it like a few weeks or a few months?
No, it was definitely, I think within the first week I had a sign up. And then, no, in fact, within the first couple of days I had a sign up, and then within the first sort of 10 days, or was it even a week, I had my first Modern Wealthy sale. So you know, and that was, gosh, it was so exciting. You know, when you first get that sale, you just think, oh my goodness, it worked. And yeah, so it got to work quite quickly, again, because I was hitting a warm audience straight away. I was hitting the people who already know what affiliate marketing is, or have heard of it. They know it's a thing. And apparently it's quite big on TikTok at the moment. So people are aware of it, they're typing it in, you know.
Okay, but that's really helpful. Thank you. That's answered a lot of my questions. I was just looking to see if I got anything else that I wanted to ask you today. I think you've covered it really. I mean, I've got questions about other things about affiliate marketing, but that's probably not relevant to today's call with you. But
I'm more than
I
happy to
just want.
keep chatting.
Oh,
I
are
mean, the
you?
thing is,
Okay.
I can waffle away for ages. I'm just conscious
Oh,
of
right.
the
Okay.
time on this
Very
video, but
good.
I'm more than
Well,
happy.
in
No,
that case,
hit me with any
thank
questions
you.
while you got me.
Um, okay. Well, now I've got you. I'll make the most of it. So with my website, what I've done is I've used the template, the brand ambassador template, and I've made it into sort of my own. One of the things I'd like to do, and you can tell me if this is possible, is use that website as a platform to add, eventually, to add affiliate links from other, for example, services.
Yeah.
Can I do that with that site, or do I have to set up another website?
No, that's your template now. That is, it's the Launch You template. So obviously everything is geared towards Launch You. But if you want to add, you can change that however you want. Like you can change the whole thing and just keep, one or two Launch You pages and then just add your own pages. You can change the colors, you can change the fonts, you can do, I'm not very good on all that stuff, but you can do all, you can do a lot, but you can use that because you'll have given that your name. What's your website net called?
My website, it's Women in Business Online.
Women in Business Online. So, I mean, that's brilliant. I mean, that's kind of where I was going with Laptopmums as well. It's just like this now is a platform that I can see. I could write a blog in there and link to any other affiliate program if I wanted to. I could change my homepage to reflect more me and Laptopmums and stuff. Rather than the kind of Launch You type homepage, and then just make Launch You sort of part of that website. But that website is yours now. You've used that template, but that template is yours. You've just got to make sure you stick to the Launch You rules in terms of not I can't remember what it all is, but you have to be aware of not using Launch You incorrectly, if that makes sense.
Yes. So I think that was yeah, I understand that. I did read that in the training, listen to that in the training, I should say. So I can therefore, because there is quite a lot of information about Launch You on the Launch You website, as you know, the modern wealthy. So I could take out chunks of it, so there's not so much information, and still keep that on, obviously, but have other things on that site.
Yeah, that's your site now to do with what you want, as long as you're sticking to the rules of, copyright and whatever with Launch You. But
Yeah.
actually, the site itself is yours to do with what you want. You bought that site. That's now your site, and you can change it how you want to.
Perfect.
I see. What you can also do is there's a new link on the affiliate dashboard. If you look at the offers, one of the offers is actually launchu.com. So launchu.com is like Launch You's own site. So you could always put links from, affiliate links, obviously, to make sure use the affiliate, the UTM builder on the dashboard. Are you happy with the UTM? That's a whole other conversation.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's a whole other conversation. But I have seen it on there. I know that you can. I thought I would dabble at it, then I thought I might ruin my website. I could see that there were offers, and I thought, well, that looks good. But then I was a bit wary about implementing it onto my website in case I messed the whole thing up, basically. So the launchu.com, what is that then? Is that
That's basically an affiliate link to the Launch You website itself. So what you could do is when people land on your site, if you wanted to do, if you wanted to sort of de-launch youize your site a little bit, but you could put links through to the affiliate links through to the launchu.com website. When people go onto that site and click on anything on that site, as long as you've done an affiliate link, any links on there will be sort of auto-populated with your affiliate ID. So if anyone does do anything from there, we've got 10 minutes left. If anyone does do anything from there, they will be accredited back to you.
Right. Okay. I'll check that out. So if I was to
just have a little play.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's great. I can't really think of anything.
Sorry, just to interrupt. No, there is some truly wonderful training on the Mentors platform. All the training there, all the trainings that Martin's done. One of the guys, what's his name? Oh, completely lost me. There's another guy who does like a weekly tech tips video. Brilliant. I learned stuff every week on that call. So you can access all of those. You've got the whole of LinkedIn Learning. So anything you want to learn, whether it's Google Ads, Facebook, YouTube, what isn't on our platform is absolutely available on LinkedIn Learning. I mean, that's that's worth the membership alone. I think I've done so many of those courses over the years.
It's pretty good, isn't it? It's pretty awesome. One of the things I did want to ask you, may or may not be relevant, because when you sent me your emails initially, thanks very much, and there was a click through to a link, one of the emails took me straight to your landing page. And I was trying to figure out on the affiliate side, I was looking at it, and I went onto Aweber to see how that was set up. Because at the moment, I'm doing the email video send outs that the Launch You program is put together for. But I noticed a few people on their emails, it just goes straight to the landing page, which is something I wanted to think about for my campaign rather than the whole website. Is that something you could quickly answer here, or should I just revert back to all the training and try and find it on there?
So you're saying that in one of my follow-up emails, and you clicked on it, and it took you to my landing page.
Yeah, so it didn't take me to the. Yeah, sorry.
So no, if you just go through to, if you go onto Aweber itself and go into that the series, and whichever button it is or link or you want to take to your landing page, as opposed to what the Launch You landing pages or whatever. But
it takes you to. Sorry.
No, go on.
It took me to your landing page, which was the Launch You landing page.
The launch. So
Modern Wealthy.
The Modern Wealthy. So the Modern Wealthy landing page, just a normal yeah. So that basically the Aweber, the way it's set up with the codes, the affiliate, as long as on Aweber you've got the and you'll go through this actually if you do the YouTube challenge. If you go into Aweber and you go on the settings, there's you've probably done it in the Launch You training as well, actually. You put in your affiliate ID, so all those links in that email will go to your landing pages,
right,
your affiliate landing pages. But you can obviously put your own links in those. You can do anything you want with those emails. I've changed the wording in a lot of them, more personal. I put personal pictures and things in, and I've cut down on some of them as well, because they were quite wordy, some of them.
Yeah, I've cut them down as well, and I have managed to do all of that. No, it was just really, I just wanted to take somebody straight to the landing page rather than the whole portal, if that makes sense. But I'll go back to Aweber, because it's probably all on there, as you said, and I'll find my way. Yeah.
So straight through to the Modern Wealthy sales page, as opposed to the landing page you have to put in your that should be happening, because they don't need to sign back up once they've signed on to your email list. They don't need to be you don't need to be filling in any more details anywhere. They can just purchase Modern Wealthy straight away. But what you can do is also you can go into the UTM, you can go into the UTM builder on your affiliate dashboard. And you can, if you go into the offers, I don't know if you've probably seen that through the training. You go to the offers and then you click additional kind of parameters, and then you can put in, you can put in your email number, whatever, work out the parameters, and then download that link and upload that link into your Aweber series, if you want to go to a different page. Or I hope that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. You've actually answered that question. So you download the link and then you put it into your Aweber. That's very handy to know.
Yes.
So
you can you can use there's a UTM builder obviously that you can use for your own email, just a normal UTM builder. I won't confuse with that. That's down the line, actually. As far as affiliate stuff goes, it's all in the dashboard. Just use the offers UTM builder there to make sure that everything, because when you get more successful, you do want to know where your people are coming from. And
Yeah.
mine's a complete mess at the moment. I'm having a chat with Martin hopefully next week, because even now, after all the success, I'm still like, I've got people coming onto my email list. I've no idea where they've come from. So I need to sort mine out better. But that's kind of things to worry about in the future. For now, if you've only got one ad, it doesn't really matter. They're all coming from that ad mostly.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Well, listen, thank you. That's been really, really helpful.
Oh, I hope it was. Yeah, I hope it was a little bit helpful. It's one of those things, and I've fannied around with it for such a long time, until you actually get out there and do it, and learn through making mistakes, and learn through actually just jumping on those videos. And literally, I mean, I've paused, rewinded, slow mode, so often through the training for years. It's just, it takes a while for it all to sink in, but getting there.
Yeah, oh, well done. Oh, that's really great. Well, thanks for your time today.
You're very welcome. Yeah, more than happy to answer questions and help people on their way, because I know it's overwhelming, especially when you get through the training. You're like, well,
Yeah.
where do we go from here?
Now what?
Yeah, I love learning. I love the learning. When it comes to the actually, implementing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's very, very helpful. Thanks, Jenny. I'll go to the drawing board now, and I'll start to put my little plan together.
Yeah, have a think about what platform you're going to go to. I mean, if you're happy, you could do Pinterest, you could do, something different, LinkedIn or whatever. But have a think about, obviously who you're talking to, where are they hanging out mostly. If you want to kind of maybe target like the warmer audience and do something on Google, the keywords, or whether you're just going to be interrupting. Obviously, you're picking your audience to a certain extent, but if you're happy on video, or if you're happy putting little reels together. What are you happy doing? What's your preferred way, and how might your audience like to be talked to, if that makes sense? And you'll have had all that training, but and then get out there. And if you produce anything that you want me to have a look at, then give me a shout. I'll have a look at it.
I will. That would be great. Thank you, Jenny. I might even take you up on that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not here to replace the coaches, obviously, but
no,
happy to just and in fact, the community is really good for that as well. Especially in the mentors community, as opposed to the Facebook community. If you post in the mentors group, you'll always get some of the coaches jumping in there, offering advice. A lot of people don't make the most of that community, I don't think, sometimes, but that's it's pretty good in there for as I say, posting what you're doing and then getting feedback on it. So I'm more than happy. But or post it in there and tag me. I'll jump in there.
Okay, I might even do that. I'll go, hey Jenny.
Yeah, post something in there. Ask for everyone's help, but tag me as well, and then I'll see it. And then then you get lots of people's opinion.
Thank you very much.
Great. All right. Well, look forward to hearing from you sometime. Good luck with failing forwards. Maybe not failing at all.
Well, I'm sure I will. But I will keep you posted.
Brilliant. Okie dokie. Lovely talking to you, Philippa.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.